Welcome to Sentiment University. This video is one in a series of videos demonstrating how to get the most out of using Sentiment. In this video, we will examine the various user settings available within Sentiment. Please be aware that you will need administrator permission in order to make changes to user settings within Sentiment. We will go over that feature in just a few moments. First, hover over the settings icon and click Users. Select the user that you want to modify. For this demonstration, we will go over all the settings and features so you can best assign permissions based on your organization's needs and preferences. Starting on the top left, we see the administration option. When enabled, this allows a user to change the global permissions within Sentiment. Global permissions will affect the entire Sentiment platform, regardless of the workspace a user is in. Users with the administration option enabled are able to modify your company profile, users, display options, user statuses, workspaces, and webhook features. We recommend only managers or administrators of the organization have this feature enabled. For a detailed description of these global settings, please click on the link within the description box for the Global Settings training video. You are able to change a user's avatar, username, and display name with this permission. If needed, you can change and even edit the user email signature, which can be done here. A user can also be given access to a workspace by assigning them to a team and a role, and those changes can be modified here as needed. To the right, we find the Approver icon. This works in conjunction with the Approval Required feature just below this one. Let's say you have an agent who is new within your organization. You would like to monitor their chats before their responses are issued to your customers. By enabling the Approver feature, this user will be able to review chats from another agent before they are sent live. Now let's go ahead and see this in action. For this demo, we have Agent Orson Welles as the manager. Agent Gordon Ramsay is new on the job, and the manager would like to approve his messages before being sent. When a customer contacts Gordon, the message will appear to this user as blue. This means it has not been seen by the customer. A message will appear in Orson's approvals in the inbox. Here, he can approve or decline the message. He can also add a note to the agent. We will tell him he is doing a great job on his first day. When approved, the message turns to green and the customer can now see the message. If declined, the message will appear as red. If you would like a user to need approval before a message is sent, simply click the Approval Required button and leave the Approver button unchecked. Below the Administration button is an Active button. This should always be enabled for each user. Simply put, this button needs to be engaged for your user to be active within the Sentiment platform. You can make a user inactive during periods of extensive personal leave, for example, paternity leave or a sabbatical. This will free up a user license for their temporary replacement without the need to delete their account. Below the Active tab is the Reports Access tab. This allows a user to run CSV and Excel reports. Sentiment provides a multitude of different reports, which can be accessed from the Reports option in the Settings menu. Next, we see the Username Masking button. This option is rarely used within Sentiment, but is available if needed. This option will remove the username of your customer when they interact with your company. Please note this is not applicable to Twitter and email channels. To the right and underneath the Approver buttons discussed earlier, we find the Web Notifications feature. If enabled, this will send a web notification upon a manual conversation assignment. An alert will appear notifying the agent who has been assigned the conversation. Finally, we find the Agent Management button. When selected, the user can view all the agents within Sentiment, along with their current operating statuses. The user can change the status of the agent and even log them off the system if needed. This is a helpful tool, say if an agent forgets to clock in for lunch or forgets to clock out before going home. And just like that, these are the user settings within Sentiment.